Hello friends and hello student. My name is Ashok Sijala. In this session, we learn the transpose metric in C programming. So yes, first I share my laptop screen and here fix the position so you can watch better my video lecture. And here Turbo C++ is there. I double click and take some process and now this is open. Alt F file menu and taking new file and here write a program to perform transpose, yes, transport matrix. So transport matrix means what? So first, what is a matrix? So matrix in the math concept, that is a metric programming, like metric multiplication is already my YouTube channel, one lecture is there. So you can watch multiplication, addition is there. So like square metric 2 by 2 or 3 by 3, that is square metric known as. So here 2D array, that is our two-dimensional array in C or C++, that is known as a matrix array. So yes, so here I give the what is a transport metric one example. So like our X is a one metric and that 1, 2 and then 3, that is a element of first row. And then yes, that second row like 4, 5 and 6, yes, I just give the sequence. And then third row 3 by 3 square metric we can assumption and let. So how that transport, so I here give the tx transport of the x matrix, so tx, that name, and that is we can convert into row to column, that is known as a transport matrix. So here our first row of this transport matrix, row to column, so here 1, yes, then 2 and then 3. So that is our first row is here. Here is a first row, yes, 1 2 3, and here is convert into the column, so that is called transport matrix. And same sequence you can follow. Then 4 5 6, that is second row in our original metric, and that is tx transport metric. So here 4, then 5 and 6, that is our second column. And same follow the sequence, third row to third column. So 7, yes, here 8 and here is a 9. So that is a transport matrix, convert row into column, so that is called the transport matrix. So yes, I just for means here this example for your reference comment multi-comment line. So slash asterisk and asterisk slash, that is our multi-comment line in C, and C++ is also same, and Java also same. So now we can start, that is our paperwork, and based on this paperwork we can apply to our logic. So yes, how we can apply, let us check. So standard, that is our header file, standard input output, on your input output, and void main section. And here we, first we can declare one 2D array, and initial I give the more size 10 by 10, so we can row and column in take from user. And then I and j, that is a our index for row and column, and row and column, that is our control of that loop. And then one other array, that is tx transport, and that also I give the 10 by 10, that row and means that row and column size. And now clear the screen, yes, clr here, and then first we can get, so here enter 2D, yes, that 2D two-dimensional array, number of rows and columns, yes, that type of message. And we can scanf, yes, row and column. So percentage d and again percentage d, we can scan both row and comma and column, okay, give both in one scanf function. And now again one message, and that is our enter 2D array elements, yes, elements, okay, and slash n. So taking two for loop because that is a 2D array. So there are two for loop and I initialize to 0 because index start with 0 and I less than number of row means R and I plus plus and then same or second for loop for column and that is a index of J start 0 J less than C because that column and J plus plus and here we can also print the index so printf you can also not print here we can scan time print the index and also printing print time element we can first print the index and then convert in the metric format. So yes, here percentage 2d because that is a row and column. So the I and j, yes, and then scanf function. So I scan now percentage d and ampersand x of I and j. Okay, and then one row scan we can provide the slash n new line so we can easily understand first row is scan complete and after scanning is complete we can copy this part and print. Yes, so here we can print also means that 2D array how print first index with index we have to print and then after convert in the metric format. So yes, I first save this file. So here you can say that transport matrix. So TRAN and metric MAT. So maximum we can provide the 8 character. Yes. So 8. Yes, that file is already there. All right. So yes, all right, no problem. So I compile, but here first we have to change. Yes, so here not required to press, and here we can scan a function remove and just print. Yes. And here percentage D. So that print and also this remove the brace. Yes, now that complete and message we can also change means that not enter but now print is there. So 2D array element R, yes, that appropriate message and compile now. Yes, so there is no any error and exe file is generated. Now I run and first I give 2 by 2 matrix. So 1 2 that is first row and new line is appear and 3 and 4. Yes, so that perfectly print but element is a uh, 1 and x directly start the second. So here we can provide one blank. So that separation. So where here? Yes, so one blank. Okay, no problem. So that is a and let us take I give the 3 by 3. So that is a chance you can scan 2 by 2 or 3 by or any other. Yes, so that perfectly print. So with index and with scan time index we have to and print time we can print the index. And now we can, yes, you have to know very well here, look in our output. So all first is a row is 0 and 0 1 2 that is column and second 1 1 1 first and 0 1 2 that column and third row that 2 2 2 means index start with 0. So third row index 2 and column 0 1 2. Yes, so 3 by 3 square matrix. Now we can print in metric format. So first we can start the metric format. So here I give the symbol that or means that and here also provide and here we can remove the index. Yes, so here remove the index and here one blank and here one blank both side and let us take that perfectly metric format is print so we can remove the index in print time. Scan time we can already index. So 1 2 3 4. Yes, so yes that why 0 0 is there. So yes, here is a I not remove. So that is a remove also because we have only 1% at D. So that print the 0 0. Okay. So let us take again that perfectly print or not. Yes, now there is no any mistake. So 2 by 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that perfectly. And that is a look better metric format we have to first print. And now we can transport the row to column directly here. That also possibility. So what is, so yes, first you can print the J and then I. That is our simple directly we have to print. Yes, let us check. So by 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So look, our first row 1 2 here first 1 2 column, and 3 4 that first row, and here 3 4 is a column. So that is convert row to column. And previously we can print, look, that is a I and J. That is not that type of printing. Let us take. So I again give 2 by 2 and 1 2 3 4. So look, 1 2 3 4. That is a row and column. Means that row 1 2 is first row and 3 4 is second row. And we can print 1 2 is column, 3 4 second column. So that is a directly we have to achieve. But here I if print X and I, and then that print what is, so now we can convert in row to column, and that take help of the second 2D array, means that help, and we can first convert means store this row to column and then print. So here our that is my always technique. So any definition you can first find out what is a input, what is a process. So yes, here what is a input, then what is a process, and then what is a output. So input is our 2D array, and convert into row and column, that is our uh, we can say that that is our this metric format. And here let us take, I in between give the logic here. So yes, what is logic? So I just copy this to for loop and paste to here, and here we can apply to our logic. So tx transport metric I and then j, or here we can say that j and I. Yes, here we can store j and I, and x is I of j. So that is a convert in row to column and store in the transport matrix. So let us take, yes, and here our original matrix. So yes, I just copy, and we can print in before and after both. So you can just idea. So here I also print, so you can get the idea. So here we can give the original matrix, yes, original 2D array matrix. And now here we can give the transport matrix. So 2D array element R, but here transpose. Okay, 2D array. Yes, you can also, but transport matrix element. 2D array is also known as a metric array. So transport metric element R. Okay, and here we can print the tx. Okay, not x. X is already print to here, and here we can print the tx, and that same ij, but here we can change to our index, and that is a ji. So that is a row here, row, and here column first. So j is a column. So ji. So first is a column and then row, and here is a first is a row and then column. So row to column is convert and store in the our tx transport metric means, and here we can print our transport metric. So I think you have to not need to watch window in this, because we have to already explain how to convert the row to column. Okay. So now let us I compile again. Yes, no any error, and let us do our example 3 by 3. So 1, 2, 3, that is first row. 3, 4, 5, 6, that is second row. 7, 8, 9, that is our third row. And look at our output. So original 2D array element are 1, 2, 3, and transport metric element are 1, 2, 3 is first column to our result metric, means transport metric, and 4, 5, 6, that is second row, and result metric that print 4, 5, 6 as a second column, and third, that is same process 7, 8, 9, that is our third row in original metric, and transport metric that is 7, 8, 9. So 2D array is a known as a metric array, and we can here perfectly apply to row to column, and we can some paperwork. That same example here I apply, means give that value. So yes, before and after we have to print our logic. First original metric is what, and metric format we have to print. So you can easily understand what is a metric format and what is metric. So 2D array in C or C++ or means that known as a matrix array. So we can apply the matrix programming like symmetric matrix. So multiplication, addition, unique metric, inverse metric, so many definition we can cover in my upcoming video lecture one by one. So very interesting and developing to your 2D array or means two-dimensional array logic. So you can apply to C or C++ metric programming. So in BCSM2, that is a maths and mathematical and statistical subject is there, and that all concept metric, all concept is there in that syllabus. So you can also benefit that metric programming. So here you can apply to any array and that give the answer. Yes, let us, that is chance. So here I give 2 by 2, and here let us check. So 1 2 3 4. Yes, so first row convert to column 1 2, that is first column in transport, and 3 4, that 3 4 second row. And you can also note same square matrix. So here I give the 3 row and 2 column. Let us take that example. So 1 2 3, yes, and 4 5 6. So look our result matrix. So 1 2, yes, first row, and convert, yes, that is a we can say that first column in first row, but here that rules you follow, that is a original metric, we can give the 3 uh, row but 2 column, and result metric we can apply in reverse order. So that is a here that perfect not result. So you can give the uh, 2 row and 3 column. Let us take, I give reverse in order. So here we can apply the 2 row but 3 column. Yes, so let us take 1 2 3 and 4 5 6. So look, now that perfectly, because that is a first row is 1 2, so that is a 1 2, and then 3 4, that is a not giving 4 5, that is our second, and 5 6, that taking the last. So that is a square matrix is performed perfectly, we can understand. And that odd means not perfect element, we have to means that row and column not same. So that type of transport matrix is converting this type of. So always most of in the metric programming, that is a row and column is a equal in transport metric. So then that very easily we have to understand. So now I conclude, yes, that is a perfectly. So let us I last time run and give the square metric so you can understand. So here I give 3 by 3 square metric and in give in reverse order. So 9 8 7 6 5 4 and 1. So 8 9 7, that first row in first column, 8 9 7 6 5 4, that is second row of original, and second column in transport matrix 6 5 4, and 3 2 1, that is third row and third column in transport matrix. So that is square matrix perfectly we have to apply in transport matrix. So yes, now that perfectly. So I think you have to understand, and that also we can possibility dynamic array, that is malloc, calloc, realloc, and free function we have to use. So also wait for that video, I can also apply the dynamic array. Okay, so yes, now I finish. Yes, write this program to your C notebooks, very interesting, and transport metric 2D array row to convert into column, that known as a transport matrix. And here we can first help of 2D array and convert into row to column, and then print row and column that same order. So here we can apply to simple logic. Okay, so now I close this file. Yes, so quit and subscribe my channel Ashok Sijal Academy. Press the bell icon to never miss any update. Thanks for your watching, supporting, and sharing my video lecture. And any doubt for this definition or any definition of C programming, so write in comment section. I give the definitely to answer you. So thanks again, and Hare Krishna.